it. Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Smith. I introduced myself in the chat, but I am a junior public relations major from Slidell, Louisiana, and I'm super excited to kind of guide y'all through this conversation. We're all here to be a resource and a helping hand for you. So yeah, here's the rest of the team.
Hey guys, I'm Cody Elsenson. I am a junior theater major from Slidell, Louisiana as well. And yeah, we're super excited for you guys to be here, also serving on GEWW.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. Hey y'all, so glad that you are here. My name is Samantha Manaway. I am a junior/senior child and family sciences major from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And like Hannah and Cody said, so excited to see y'all and so excited to help y'all along y'all journey for y'all first year.
And my name is Mason Lyon. I also had the privilege of serving on GEWW this year. I am a junior marketing major from Petal, Mississippi, and I am truly excited to give you guys some student tips centered around soaring Canvas to be able to give you guys a better experience throughout your first year or your second year here if you're a transfer student. And let's get to it.
Hello, they saved the best for last. Just kidding. But hello, my name is Caleb Mack. I am a senior public health education major from regional Mississippi, and also serve on GEWW. And of course, like my teammates said, we are truly excited to help you all. And if y'all have any questions, please let us know because we are your resources. We want to make sure that you all have a great as much stress-free as you can first year here at USM. So let's get it going.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much. I cannot wait to share this with y'all. Super excited just because we've never gotten to do this before. I love doing this, and I think everyone's on the same page here because we know what it's like to be a novice. It's difficult, it's scary, and you know, when you're sitting in front of a PowerPoint with somebody who's going into the depths and just making it more convoluted and confusing. We don't want that today. So what we've tried to do is make a concise PowerPoint to just kind of touch on the basics. It'll go from Canvas online to your desktop, from the Canvas app, got my phone, Canvas app on your phone, and then it will go to Soar Online, and I'll start to screen share for my desktop for that. It's kind of extensive, so we'll walk through it, and the Soar app on your phone also. So just kind of the main things to know to make school a little easier, especially with it starting so soon. So I'm going to go ahead and start to screen share. Okey-dokey. All right. Can y'all see my screen all right? Everyone good? You can see my screen? All right, well, if everyone's good and y'all can see my screen, I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so Soaring Canvas 101, GEWW 2020. So just some basic things to know. Canvas and Soar are available through their mobile apps. Here's what they look like. That's literally a screenshot from my phone. And that's just the Canvas app for student. There is a teacher version for Canvas, but this red circle right here is what you want. Should be pretty.
Okay. They can't see it.
Uh-oh. I'm so sorry about that hold up. Let's try this again. So Soaring Canvas 101. Basically what I was saying here is here's the Canvas app, here's the I Southern Miss app, here's what they both look like, just so it's easily identifiable for you at the App Store. All right, so this is just getting started with Canvas for the desktop. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You could literally just Google Canvas USM. I'm going to be a junior and I still do that to get to Canvas sometimes. It should be the first thing that pops up. It's the same username and password as your SOAR ID. So the W number and whatever your password is. As your SOAR password changes, your Canvas password will always change. So that'll stay consistent. And the first thing that after you log in that Canvas brings you to is the dashboard. All right, so this is about the different kinds of views for the dashboard. Does anyone else want to kind of go over how they organize their stuff or go over the slide just to give their 2 cents?
Sure. So when it comes to your Canvas, more often than not, your professors will be able to post certain assignments or exams that will be coming up throughout the semester. And with that, it's sort of like a weekly calendar that you get to look at to see the assignments that you have coming up and kind of create your to-do list. I personally use it along with the calendar to kind of create a checklist as I'm going off and doing my assignments and seeing what's going on with my classes. And as long as that item is still there, it shows that I still haven't completed that assignment. So it just allows me to stay on top of things. So I would definitely recommend using this along with your Canvas calendar.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, off of what Mason was saying, this layout, I actually didn't discover it until well into my college career. It puts them in order for you. It shows when you completed it, just like it does right here. These are all screenshots from my Canvas. So that's a super easy, convenient way to see what you need to get done that day. And the dashboard continue. There's another option. You can see right here, these 3 dots. You have an option of, can y'all see my cursor, by the way? Okay, just making sure. There's options. If you don't want the list view, which was a list, that's a list view up there when it puts your stuff in order. Here's a card view, just cards of all your courses. And once you click on them, it takes you to all of your assignments, everything that you need for that class. I put in a special note right here. Usually instructors organize their pages differently depending on their preferences. So I'm not really sure if there's something they're supposed to be following, but they usually just kind of do what they think is easiest for them. So it's a bit of trial and error, but you know, it's really self-explanatory. I'm grateful that Canvas is a relatively simple platform to understand. And you also get to do great things like this in dashboard specifics and change the color. So, you know, people have colors that they like. You know, some people are like, oh, math is green and science is blue and blah, 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 whatever. You know, you have this color binder for this. Well, you can also do that, customize that with your dashboard specifics. So yeah, anyone else want to touch on?
That is exactly why I keep mine in card view, is to adjust my colors, because it kind of just makes things better at the end of the day. Like, you're looking through all of the assignments that you are going to have, and it's just really nice to see your favorite colors looking at you. It's a good time.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Curdy. I agree with you completely. Okay, so after you find your dashboard specifics, you'll find yourself at the courses tab right underneath the dashboard. This is pretty self-explanatory. They're just all your courses right there. After you select all the courses, these stars over on the left-hand corner, those are the courses that will show up on your dashboard. So you might be done with the semester and still have all these courses favorited. It's just as simple as going to your courses bar, unfavoriting them, and then favoriting the ones you want back on that dashboard. So that's a really good life hack, because I know sometimes I'm like, why are these classes still on my dashboard? I am not in them anymore. So yeah, another thing to help you stay organized. Here's a lovely calendar. If I'm being honest. Oh yeah, go ahead, Sam. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, girl.
Oh no, you're good. Can you scroll back up real quick? Another thing that will help you guys along the way. Just as Hannah stated in the PowerPoint, when the semester starts, the new semester, as in like you're finna start one in a few days, you have to make sure that you start these so they will be able to be seen on the Canvas app as well. So just make sure on your computer and on your phone that you start these before you start the semester so you'll be able to see your courses.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, I agree with that completely. It's really big help. So the calendar option, that's right under the courses bar. It's basically a planner on your desktop. Everything that's due is right there. Pretty sure they're in order of what time they're due to. So if you ever need a wide view of, when you're in your planner compared to, your Canvas, that's right there on your desktop. This is a really good option. Also, so after you select your assignment, you can just click on whatever you need to, descriptors, everything you need for that assignment. Oh man, this is somewhere else. Oh no, that's for Canvas Mobile. I'm so sorry. We'll get to that in a minute. But you can sync your calendar to whatever calendar is on your phone, which is super helpful. But I touched on that on the Canvas app. Inbox, that's right below the calendar. This is where you will receive and send messages to your instructors, your peers. I see that we have a question.
I'm answering it.
Okay, awesome. But this is where you'll compose messages, send messages in Canvas. Once you type in a name, pretty much all of the USM emails are together, whether it's an instructor or a student. They do a really good job of keeping you a list of contacts that are relevant to you. So great place to keep organized, all your messages to and from. Also, if you don't have someone's number in class and you're like, oh man, I forgot, how to do this, or oh man, we're supposed to study together, you can message them on Canvas. So it's and it's important to have your Canvas notifications on too, so you can get all those messages, so on and so forth. But all right, so now moving on to Canvas Mobile. And it's gonna take us to giant videos, but I guess that's okay. I'm so sorry. Okay. So here is what Canvas Mobile looks like starting out. So here's what it looks like when you log in. It's as simple as typing in the University of Southern Mississippi. Typing in your same SOAR and Canvas info. All right, and it brings you to your mobile dashboard. And that is that. Excuse me while I stop sharing my screen so I can re-find the PowerPoint.
Hey, Hannah, while you're doing that, I'm going to pop back in real quick. Somebody asked a really great question in the Q&A, and I really do think we should highlight it really quickly. Brittany, actually, you asked, how do you star the courses? That is a great question. Cody answered it, and he mentioned that you're going to find the courses tab, and you'll be able to select the courses you'd like to favorite. It's just as simple as pressing the button. So would highly recommend that and echo what these panelists said. So just wanted to, as you were pulling that up, highlight that question because that was a great question.
Awesome. Thank you, Kayla. All right, I think I got it much better now. Let's try this again. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right, share screen.
Here we go, second.
Okay. Let me get this to presentation mode. Woohoo! Okay. Let's keep going.
On the bottom.
Inbox. Okay. Canvas mobile. Here we are. So we saw the first video. So diving in. Here's the calendar for Canvas. All of these are on the bottom. And yeah, basically same concept as the desktop version. Super self-explanatory. Here's all your notifications. When something is graded, when something is due, it all pops up there. And again, these are all just on the bottom. You have a to-do tab and your inbox. So very grateful for the Canvas app, ladies and gentlemen. It kind of keeps us grounded because it's everything we need literally at our fingertips. And if you were questioning this, yes, the tiles on your phone do change colors as well. So you can keep your head straight anywhere you go, whenever. All right, and here is how you upload your calendar to your phone. Because this is connected to your USM Outlook email, it'll download them directly to your calendar, which is super beneficial. Somebody asks you, hey, what do you have going on this day? You can look at your phone, oh, got an assignment due this day, can't, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So here's how you do that. Go to the 3 bars up at the top left, go to your settings and subscribe to calendar feed, and that will get you set up for all your due dates, tests, everything that you need, just so you can stay on top and be proactive.
I learned this while we were doing research for this presentation, and I have implemented this into my life. Thank you.
I will also echo
Yes,
that.
Cody would be lying if he said if we didn't find anything that helped us. And this is our 3rd year here, so. All right, moving on, your profile pic. All right, so your profile pic is super, super important. Here's how you change it. Click your profile picture up in the top left, and out of all your photos, boom chicka boom, pick the one that you think is professional, what your professors and peers will recognize you as, just because you wouldn't want anything on there that you wouldn't want your parents seeing or your professor seeing, maybe even worse. Your parents aren't going to see it, but that's just figure of speech anyways. Yeah, make sure it's appropriate. Make sure you have one. It's important for your professors to recognize you, especially with being on virtual classes. Eventually they will be in person, and eventually, you know, you will see each other in person face to face. Even if he or she or they recognize you from Canvas page. Anyone else have anything to say about having a swagger profile picture?
I'll say something. Hey y'all. Having your profile picture on your Canvas app does help a lot, especially like if you're like in online classes or even in person classes and you're assigned like a group assignment or something like that. And I know for me, when I got into like my major classes and stuff like that, my major was split between the Hattiesburg campus and the Gulf Park campus. So it was kind of hard to know like who's in my group. And I like to put faces with names and stuff like that. So being able to see who I'm really working with kind of helped me out better. So I do like the idea that we can have profile pictures and stuff like that because I know who I'm talking to. Like this is my partner and stuff like that. So I like this feature. It's pretty cool. And please have a clear picture so I know who you are.
Awesome, Caleb Mack. We always love our words of wisdom. All right, so your notifications. You can set up, just make sure your notifications are on in your settings. I have an iPhone. You can do the same thing in your notification settings for any other phone. Just go to your Canvas app and make sure that allow notifications is slid to the right. Immediately when things, it kind of ruins you at the same time, but it's great because like, you know, you're waiting on that test score all day and you're like, Canvas notification, the vibe, it's down immediately. It's like, oh my gosh, like what's gonna happen? Like breaking out into hives. I'm kidding. Although it's a big help. It's a big help. All right, so now moving on to Soar Online. For Soar Online, I am going to actually screen share to the actual website because it can get pretty intense. So as I'm pulling that up, please give me a minute. Sorry, USM. All I'm doing here, I can actually probably share it right now. Yes, I can. All I'm doing to sign up for this, to log in, just Googled SOAR USM, SOAR University of Southern Mississippi. Log into SOAR right here. Type in your W number, 6647, and your password. And here we are. This is the front page of SOAR. This is way easier when I screen shared on the desktop. All right, let's start with your profile. A lot of these things in SOAR you don't use every day, but they're just good to know you're there. So things you don't use every day, I'll just kind of graze over. Here's you, here's your information, personal details, your emergency contacts, your parent guardian access, if you need your parents to have access to your things, their information, so on and so forth. Yeah, so the tasks, this will help you out a lot. Your to-do list shows you things that you need to do in order to not have any holds or anything on your account. So say you have a balance that is overdue and needs to be paid, or you know you didn't apply for the fall semester or something like that. That's where these would pop up. You click on them, gives you more details. This pops up on everybody's, just a forewarning. It's for the office that takes care of this, just to make sure that you are meeting your scholarship requirement if you are on scholarship. So no need to freak out about those. But yeah, your completed agreement shows you everything that's good to go. And your communication center just gives you specifics on notification. That's everything that's been going on regarding your account. This is also, I don't have any holds right now, but your holds will show up here too, and they'll also be specific. So, you know, if you have any holds, that's when you gotta make a phone call like, hey, what's up? Gotta register for classes. There's also a great financial center right here. This takes you to a completely different link. And this is actually new, I believe. I've not seen this before. But here is a summary of semester, your balance. You can enroll in a payment plan right here. Payment plans. You can actually make a payment from online right here. So that is super, super nifty. Transactions, and yeah, everything you need to know based off your financials. Your financial aid stuff is right here. So this is important. This is just for you to see how much you're getting and how in loans or scholarship. And it's important to stay on top of this. This is where you accept and decline awards.
So let me touch on that for a second. It's super important to go in and look at, if you are receiving financial aid, super important to go in and look at this page in specific to make sure that you are accepting your rewards. And I feel like that's pretty much all I needed to interject with, but it's just like really important. I just needed to let y'all know that it's really important to go in and accept those.
Yes, that's true. Also bouncing off of that, only accept, okay, so scholarship, accept it. Grants, accept them. Loans, I'm not honestly really sure of the specifics, but do not accept a loan if you are not aware of that loan, because a loan, it's in the name, you have to pay it back. So just make sure, you know, if you check with You check with your parents or your families just to make sure that's okay, or contact the financial aid office, and they should be able to help clear things up just so you're not accepting anything that you don't need. And here's also summaries, need summary. I'm pretty sure this is all, well, this is the cost of attendance, expected family contribution, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the financial aid side of SOAR, which is super helpful. Your courses and enrollment. So this is where it starts to get a little in depth. As you continue on in your collegiate career, your advisors and other people will make this easier for you. It's kind of a lot to explain, and I'm not really sure how beneficial I will be, but I'll try my very best. If anyone has anything else to say, please feel free to speak up. And yeah, I'm just going to give you a very basic overview and not go into too much of the what ifs, because then you'll just be confused. So let's just start from the beginning. As you click on courses and enrollment, here you have a schedule builder. When it comes time to build a new schedule, this tool is super, super helpful, because you can put in all of the classes that you want based off of the semester, and it builds a schedule for you and puts them in order of when they can happen, and you don't have to go through and time it all out yourself, and it even allots for breaks for you and stuff like that. And once they're all put in the schedule builder and you build a schedule or whatever, you can import your courses right here. Your courses go to this thing called your shopping cart. And when everything's good to go and you're ready to go, you verify your shopping cart, and those are the classes you're in and enrolled in for this semester, based off of what classes you need. So if you need to add a class, here's that thing that I was talking about with the shopping cart. It's right here. That's for this semester. You can access. So I pretty much, when I go to add a class, go right here. You have your search, my class schedule, drop, swap, whatever. So my class schedule takes you directly to a schedule with all your classes and instructors and times. That's super helpful. You can add a course to what you need. I pretty much always go to the search bar up here. When you go to the search bar, make sure you're on the right term up here. So fall 2020. You also need to know what the acronym is for what you're studying. It's usually on your degree progress report, so everything that you need, it'll have the specific course number. So say I'm a public relations major, so MCJ 102, MCJ. So when I type MCJ in, mass communication and journalism, that's the acronym for that. So it's just about getting to know it. Like I said, this is kind of in depth, and there are people to help you. Any of us are here to help you. It's just as simple as hitting this up. So, and for the, I will put 102, whatever. And you also have to put in the campus right here. Those are the most important things, and you can just hit search. And there are, it didn't let me go because there are no classes open. Great. Nonetheless, that's how you search for classes, and also add them to your shopping cart. It will pull up with a list of classes. Well, let's see if I can do another one and see if it pulls up. Yes, okay. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is what happens after you search them and there's available classes, so you can select them. And it'll show you everything about that class, blah, 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 blah. Go to next. I'm already in this class, so that's why it's saying this. Actually, I think I just accidentally added it to my shopping cart. But yeah, you add it to your shopping cart, and then once you go to your shopping cart, you can select them and enroll. But since I'm already enrolled in this class, we're going to delete this. Yeah, once you click enroll in your shopping cart, that is what classes you're in. I hope I made that kind of okay and kind of not confusing. It's better to have some idea than no idea at all. This is where you need to be for things like that. Also, when you drop classes, this is just the drop a class page. You select whatever classes you need to drop and drop them. there is a drop limit. Like there's a certain date that it goes past where you can't drop anymore. I believe that's in November usually. Not really sure. Maybe a little earlier. But nonetheless, just your professor should announce it should be on the syllabus. So if you know that you're going to fail a class and it's not worth it, drop it unless you think you can pull it up and save yourself. You can always make a class up, but don't be so quick to drop classes. Just feel it out. There's time. Know that.
Because you want to graduate too.
True. Okay. That was kind of the heaviest thing that we had going on. Oops, did not mean to go to that.
Oh, can I
Grades
say?
and transcripts. Okay. So basically,
Hannah, I think Sam had something she wanted to include.
here are where your grades are and your GPA and things like that. I'm just thinking like I'm totally exposing myself right now. Here's my whole life, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, here are all the classes I'm in this semester and my grade thus far. You can order an official transcript, course history, all the classes you've taken and the grades and blah, 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 whatever, your proof of enrollment, and when you can apply for graduation. So the grades that are in, that are usually in the grades and transcripts thing are your midterm grades or your final grades. It's your grades that you'll keep up with throughout the semester are all going to be on Canvas if your teacher updates it. That's the reality of it. I'm going to be honest with you. It just depends. My teachers are usually pretty good about being quick with grades, and most teachers are, but sometimes you gotta just be communicative with your professors and make sure that all your ducks are in a row, even if theirs aren't. All right, so your student account, pretty much just this is all of the details of your account, everything that's your outstanding balance, your financial aid, how much you have due, and based off of this, you'll see if you'll get a refund. If you took out too much money and your school in Southern Miss didn't need it, then you'll get a refund from them. Okay. Awesome. So that was that. Let's go to the Student Center. I think this is just an overall gist of everything that I just went over. Yeah, so this week's schedule, plan, enroll, this is everything that you can do just all in one center.
I will interject real fast and say that like one of the best pieces of advice I can give to you guys is like give yourself some time and like peruse SOAR. You're gonna want to, and it just, I mean, you're gonna, that's the way we've learned it, is like, yeah, we sat through these when we were in your space, in your place, but the way you really, really learn it is getting in there and like looking at everything. I mean, you're not gonna like ruin your whole like enrollment or anything like that by clicking things that you're not supposed to click. Like you can revert everything back. Just go in and like really look at all of the different things. I think that has really helped me.
Awesome. Thank you, Cody. So yeah, you have your advisor information right here. That's super helpful. If you ever need to contact them, all that information's right there. And you also have some more student resources right here. Just, quick link to Canvas for the orientation website, financial calendar, things like that. So yeah, that's SOAR Online pretty much. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Like I said, ask a friend. Don't be afraid to ask questions because that's how we learn. It's how I learn. So yeah, you can definitely ask us. All right, let's get back to our PowerPoint to go over SOAR Mobile. I could find Google Slides. Why does this always happen to me? I stopped the sharing.
While Hannah is doing that, I just have some general advice for some students. When it comes to like Canvas or SOAR in general, a lot of professors, and Hannah touched on this earlier, a lot of professors make their pages dependent on their class. So if you don't understand something that a professor has posted or the format of how they made their Canvas page, then email them, contact them in any way possible. That syllabus that they'll provide for you at the beginning of the class will give you all their contact information. And this year, every single class will have a Canvas page. So you'll have access to that information that professors put out there. But if you're not aware of a specific thing that your professors put on their Canvas page, you're not sure if that'll affect your grade or your studies for that class, then I would absolutely encourage you to contact them. And more than likely, it's just a mix up between the both of you. And it might just be on their end in which they made a mistake. So just contact them, and that's the easiest way to solve any issue, in my opinion.
Thank you so much, Mason. Thank you so much, Mason. All right, so I got it set up. So I'm going to start sharing my screen once more and go into presentation mode. All right. So SOAR Mobile. Thankfully, we went over SOAR online already, but here's how you get to it. Select the Learn tab down here. That'll take you right to the SOAR option. Log in. Just type in your regular old SOAR information, just how we do. All right, and that'll bring you to a dashboard just like it brought you on a dashboard online. So here's the dashboard basics. Navigating your dashboard is easy. All your classes, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are right there. If I would stop messing with this. It takes you just throughout your schedule for the week. You can click on them and it'll give you all the info that you need to know about that class. Its section number, who instructs it, so on and so forth.
You don't have to show your first one.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, just all of the information. All right, so yeah, so what you owe, the account activity, and much more, just like on the SOAR online. You can also accept and decline rewards through the app also. So here's your schedule section. Same thing as the calendar. Uh-oh. You can go to different dates and stuff like that. Really just dive into everything that has to offer. All right, and here's also where you can access your grades under the academics tab. Yeah, so that's all of that. See all your program information, previous test scores, degree progress report. All right. So yeah, this is also the enrollment stuff I was talking about. It's a lot easier on your desktop computer. Wouldn't recommend necessarily enrolling for classes on the app. Although it is an option, it's super easy for on the go if you're just like wondering if a class is still open, look it up real quick. And here are just some screenshots of what that looks like, because it was a lot to video on the app. But you can drop classes right here. This is all under the academics tab. View your wait list, swap classes. Okay. Yeah, your enrollment dates, planner. Right under that is the same to-do holds list that was, all right. Yeah, same concept. And then after the essentials, you have all of these options down here for, course catalog, class search, browse classes, campus map right there, that'll help you. And yeah. So what to remember, this was just a presentation to go over the basics. Storing Campus can be intimidating, but with a piece of cake, it'll be a piece of cake after some use. This PowerPoint will be shared in all of the GroupMes, so you can refer back to it at any time, just for some pointers if you didn't see something that you needed based off of this presentation. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I hope this helped you more than you were helped before. And yeah, happy GEW. We're very thankful for your time.
Well, hey y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Hannah, are you still on screen share? Can you end that for me real quick? Awesome. Really quickly, I just want to thank these amazing panelists, aka your GEW exec leaders that have worked so hard for this week. And I've just so enjoyed working with them. So this is when I would enter a round of applause. Woo! Thank you. As we are closing out, we do still have 2 more sessions today. So Office for Disability Accommodations and Student Counseling Services. You'll be able to hear from both of them. The links are on I Southern Miss app. I'm about to end this and open the next one, so I'm excited about that. And then thinking